If you love a romance where the characters are actual adults and they're in their 30s, then you will probably love The Poisoned Daughter. It really hit home for me. I was like, dang, this is a really great book. Even though it was rather long, like almost 700 pages, there was not a point in time where I felt like, oh, there's lag in this. Like, where's the action? We're just like getting through like world building. Like, this was actually really, really good. I am so happy with it, and I can't wait to give you this review. First off, there are some trigger warnings, so just a heads up about that, because anywhere from like abuse to abuse, and maybe like some like childhood issues and stuff like that. So just a heads up, if that's an issue for you, then maybe steer clear, just emotionally prepare yourself for that. So this follows Harlow and Henry. Harlow is a widow. She is out for vigilante justice. She is in a very powerfully magical family that is like the leader of this community called UNHINGED, who is all walled in to protect from the Drained. And the Drained are like these scary vampire monsters. People who have turned to vampires, but not in a great way. So she is a vigilante who goes out and she unalives people's husbands or abusers who, beat their wives and beat their children. And so she will meet up and do like some recon and then go find the person, lure them upstairs to like a hotel room or something, and unalive them with her poison kiss. So it's called the Poison Daughter because her magical power is she has like different poisons in her kiss and in her fingers, and she can poison someone like that. Then the main male character of this story is Henry, and he is out for justice and revenge for her family and her father, Henrik, specifically, because like 10 years ago, the Drained, the vampires, had tried to overcome Lunamede. So the leader directed all of the vampires to Mountain Haven, to that community, and they were annihilated. It was really sad, and so he is out for revenge. So because she is a widow, the family is using her again to remarry. They just discovered that the people of Mountain Haven are still alive, and so they want to figure out what's going on. And the best way to do that is to send their daughter to Mountain Haven with the heir of Mountain Haven, the son, and for them to get married, and that's Henry. And so basically it goes through like them figuring out who each other really is, and finding each other's secrets, and how they can use these family secrets against each other to plot and figure out like how to figure out each other's demise. Well, one of Henry's biggest secrets is that he is a deathless, and you don't find this out until further along in the book, but because he is a deathless and has the gift of healing, she has not been able to kill him with her kiss. So they get married. The marriage ceremony is very taboo, very interesting. You'll find out when you read that. And then there are like these hunts that they go on, that the deathless people, deathless community of Mountain Haven, who is a very small community, but they go out on these hunts, and so that's also very taboo and very heated and spicy. And then you find out she's trying to figure out more information on this community and see what she can use against them. And she stumbles upon a breeder, and a breeder is like a super intelligent version of these vampires, and they are called breeders. Use your imagination. They've been kidnapping women and having smarter vampire babies who grow really fast. So Harlow has a what's he called, like a guard or a bodyguard, basically, Gavin, who has basically been like a father figure for her, but has failed her at times. And he ends up getting unalived by Henry. and his secret power is that um he cannot be affected by any of the other superpowers. So he ends up unaliving because Henry doesn't realize that. He was trying to like heal him and torture him for information. Didn't work out. One of the times in the book that I cried. Another point is we question the sanity of some of the Lunamede powerful family, the Karen Wells sanity, because they are using the well where there are blood donations, and they're like kind of going like a little crazy. So are these blood wells even working? Are they tied to the blood mist that attracts the vampires? Like all these different crazy things. There's a huge twist where you discover that the reason that Harlow was being a vigilante is because it was her way to get back at all of these people because of the abuse that her very close sister endured by Roth, the mayor. And so she was trying to figure out a way to escape and get her sister out of there. Come to find out, huge spoiler right here. Come to find out, I was shocked by this. I had no idea that this would happen. Her sister had already passed away 6 months earlier, and she just could not mentally accept the tragedy, huge tragedy. I just could not believe what actually happened. So crazy, the huge tragedy that actually happened with them, and abuse between not just Roth and Ada, but Roth and Harlow as well. So you'll figure that out. Then Henry and Harlow have a lot of back to back together where they're getting to know each other. They end up falling in love, and because he has fallen in love, he gets his eyesight, his color blindness is gone. He can see vivid colors now, and he realizes, oh my gosh, I fell in love with my wife, and what a travesty that was. But it all really kind of worked out. There was a happy ending, happily ever after for this. She ends up unaliving her parents after she realizes all of the actual abuse that they put her through. And that was Henry's objective all along, was to like take down this family, and she kind of just ended up doing it for him. So they in a way bonded over that as well. And throughout this whole story there was a rebellion to rebel against the family and the blood well, and you discover that the brother Kellen is the one who is Rochelle, the head of the rebellion, and no one ever knew who it was. And so that was a huge twist. I had kind of more towards the end of that thought, okay, well maybe that is him, and it wasn't such a shocker. But for a good chunk of the book, maybe at least 500-600 pages, I thought, oh, I don't know who that is. And we had kind of questioned, was it, Harlow's ex-girlfriend, or was it Henry's father? And so I think it was just a fabulous book. I love the twists. I love the fantasy part of it. It was great. And I also, like I said before, I love that they were actually in their 30s. Did I feel like some aspects of the story were drawn out a bit? Yes. But the thing that balanced that out is that there wasn't any like too much world building. There was nothing dragged along. So that was great. I love that. Not too many things that I would really say was a con about these books. Overall, just a really great book. I would definitely rate it like a 4.5 out of 5 for sure. Very spicy, but the spice was spread out well, where it didn't overwhelm the book, and you still enjoyed like the storyline. So I like that. And yeah, overall great book. The Poison Dollar by Sheila Masterson. So if she has any other books, I will probably end up checking those out eventually as well, just to see what else she's about. But yeah, Poison Daughter was a great book. I am currently reading The Risk by S.T. Abbey. So I will be providing a review for that next. And my, TBR list is massively long. So we'll just see what I have coming for you guys. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you get the opportunity, and I will see you soon. Thanks.